good morning, good evening, or good night. Whatever time you are tuning into this reading, my name is Zoltana. I'm with Conjure Collective. First and foremost, let me say thank you to everyone who joined me for this reading today. Whether you're new or returning, thank you for holding a vibe with me here today. Okay, so let's get into it. We are doing a pick a card to see if your person regrets losing you. So this reading is for those people who are currently in separation and still have feelings for your person and want to know if they regret losing you. Was this something that had an impact on their lives? Okay, so for pile number 1, I have the NYC Tarot deck, and that is being represented by this silver ring with black diamonds on it. Sort of makes a pyramid. For pile number 2, I have our Modern Witch Tarot, and that is being represented by this silver leaf design ring. And for pile number 3, I have, I believe this is called the Tarot of the Cat People, and that is being represented by this rose gold ring. It's sort of like a spider kind of flower design, I guess, depending how you want to resonate with it, right? Okay, I'm also going to be using this Love Oracle deck, and also I'll be pulling from this, I believe it's called the Moonology deck, just to see if there's any guidance from the moon. Okay, so again, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Take a moment to see which pile resonates with you the most. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do so. Take a deep breath. Center your mind's eye. Let your spirits guide you and see which direction you're pulled in. And then make your decision. But also let me say that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. So don't try to reach and try to make things fit, or don't completely turn off the information. Just keep an open mind and see what your spirit connects with. Okay, so I will see you in your reading. For those of you that picked pile number 1, again, I'm using the NYC Tarot deck, and that is with the silver and black diamond ring. So I'm just going to take a moment to clear the space, clear the energy, clear the deck. Once more, take a moment to connect. So I think I'm going to start off with some love messages before we delve into the tarot. I'm going to put this aside for now. So I like to start off my readings by pulling on the planetary energy for this particular reading. So I'm going to roll my dice, and we've come up with 4, 1, 1. So that makes 6. So 6 is represented by Venus, which is fitting for this reading. So that represents love, romance. But on the darker side, it could also represent some manipulation. So we're going to get into it and see what's going on for this, to see if your person regrets losing you. So let's start off with some love messages and see what happens, what comes out. This is for pile 1. Pile 1, what are the love messages for the energies of this person in them? Release your ex. Okay. All right. So we're already starting off releasing your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Let's pull 2 more cards and see what's going on. Deception. Oh, pile number 1. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, let's just take 1 more. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so we're starting off heavy with this reading. So we have release your ex. Deception, and heart-to-heart conversations. So right off the bat, I'm feeling here with these cards that have already came out that your spirit guides, the energy around this relationship may be telling you to acknowledge the deception that has taken place. Maybe it is time to cut cords with this person. You know, I'm not so much getting the feeling that they are the ones that feel that you have been deceitful or that they need to release you. I am more so getting the feeling that this person is the one that did hurt you. And maybe they put up a front when you first met them and, you know, you thought you were going to have this grand future with them. And things just didn't pan out the way that you expected it to. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards. Well, all right, so that wanted to come out, I see. So let's see. What is your person's current feelings about you? So you have the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Hierophants, Queen of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the Tower card. Whew. So some of you in pile number 1, I'm getting very strong, more so fire energy than Queen of Cups. I'm feeling that your person is feeling that you are somebody who is very emotional. But you also do have this duality to you. You're being represented by both of these queens. But I do think that you are most likely a Leo, Sag, or Aries. It seems that it's on their minds about a commitment that was put to a halt. It does seem that, you know, honestly, I'm hearing that they're hoping that you're waiting for them. Because in your relationship, that's what you did. You waited for them to make the commitments. And now that you're not in their life, they sort of want to do that. Possibly have a heart-to-heart conversation. What are their thoughts surrounding pile 1? What are their thoughts? They are currently in separation. So what are their thoughts? This deck is very like slippery, but I'm going to take them all. Queen of Swords, the Empress, the Hermit, 10 of Swords, the World, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. So their most inner thoughts about you that they kind of are masking. This person definitely holds you in a high regard. They definitely have been taking some time to come to the realization that you are the Empress. You are the person that they want to build a life with. For some of you, that you possibly have a child with this person. And it's beginning to hurt them. It's beginning to put a toll on them with the World card and the Ten of Swords. Now, for me, with the Ten of Swords in this deck, it's sort of the ending to a chapter, the ending to a play. And so they're contemplating, they're wondering, it's on their minds, if they even have a chance to try to redeem themselves and to give you the world. Although they're hesitant, they know that so much deception has occurred that it feels like it's an endless battle and inner conflict even with themselves. With the Page of Wands showing up here, showing that they've lost the passion to try to fight. And for some of you, your person is playing the victim. So even though they've done you wrong, even though they were the one with the deception, they're still somehow playing the victim and blaming you for the relationship coming to an end with this Ten of Swords. So we know that they're not taking full responsibility. They're not taking full blame for the ending of your relationship. And that could also be why the advice here is to release your ex. I don't think that your person has developed enough to give you what you need. I see there's parts of your person that wanted to, that thought that they could and lost the passion. Do they regret losing my collective in pile 1? Do they regret losing my collective in pile 1? Do my collective in pile 1? Judgments. I would say that this is a definite yes. 3 of Cups. For some of you, there might have been a third party involved. Again, bringing it back to the deception. And the High Priestess. I believe that you, pile number 1, my collective for number 1, is being represented by the High Priestess. He definitely knows that you are making a judgment call on him. He definitely knows, he or she, your person, definitely knows that you have tapped into your intuition. And you can see through their lies. And that could also be part of the reason why they play the victim so much. I keep hearing that your person doesn't take responsibility for their actions. So it's yes, they regret losing you, but are they remorseful? In the scheme of things, for losing you, for practical reasons, they know that they fucked up, but are they sensitive enough? Are they in tune with that type of energy? Can they tap into that emotional side to see their wrongs, to see both sides? Let's see. They're capable. They're capable of it. 3 of Swords, pile number 1. I'm sorry that this is such a heavy reading so far. I mean, it seems that this person is just going to continue to cause you heartbreak. I strongly believe in the release your ex. I'm hearing that they're not capable of taking responsibility for what they've done. They have almost delusions of things that, see, you're left out in the cold. They also feel left out in the cold. But in this particular situation, with all of the deception, the lies that have been told to you throughout this relationship, I think that this person needs to stay here. Eight of Cups. Moving on. Eight of Swords energy. So yeah, pile one, you know, I regret to inform you, but your person, they have, I guess, what you can call an ounce, a small part of regrets. They are in the Eight of Swords energy. I'm sorry, they are in the Nine of Swords energy. But I'm not feeling the strong pull that's needed to have these heart-to-heart conversations. And I feel with you, for my collective, for pile one, that you might be thinking, well, we've had conversations, we've talked and we talked and we talked, and still nothing has changed. And I fear that that might still be the same situation. Some of you, there may be a child involved, and that could be part of the reason that you don't want to let go. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is that the time is now for justice. So for those of you that may have a child involved, I'm picking up on this, that there might be time for you to put your foot down when it comes to taking care of the responsibilities of your child. Again, this is not going to resonate with everybody. I'm doing collective reading. So I'm picking up different energies from here, from there. So take what resonates with you, what your spirit registers with. Stagnant energy. Followed by fast energy, the moon. I think for you, pile one, you need closure. You need communication from this person. It may not be the heart-to-heart conversations, but you do need to understand what happened with the deception. Why was this even taking part in your relationship, right? You need to be swift with your action. So what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, is that when you ask this person, you almost have to do it in a demanding, almost confronting sort of way. I mean, do not get violent. I do not condone that. But once that happens, you may be victorious with the Six of Wands here. And make room for a new beginning with the Death card. Release your ex. Okay? So now let's pull a few cards from the Moonology deck and just see if there's any general messages regarding pile one for my collective surrounding this relationship. Do they regret? I'm going to take this one. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So with this card, I feel that Spirit is asking you to find balance with your emotions. Don't do things out of spite because you've been hurt. Do things that are in alignment with you, that will help you progress, that will help you grow. Tap into your emotions. For some of you, you have a hard time doing that. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of consciousness. Personal issue reaches a resolution. Find that closure with your ex. You'll be able to release them. Okay? End of a tough cycle approaches. End it. Release your ex. Get your clarification. Get your closure. Get your answers. Feel healed. If you do feel like you have to have that conversation about the deception, do it. Do it and then release it. Release it. End of a tough cycle approaches. That can happen as long as you are in control of it, right? I'm giving you the guidance here for those of you who picked pile number 1. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Be bold. Make the first move. Okay? So in this reading, in this situation, like I said earlier, you may have to be a little tough on this person to get the answers that you need, but do not be afraid to. So stand your ground, get your closure. So to answer the question, the topic of the reading is, unfortunately for pile number 1, no, I don't feel that your person is regretting it. I don't feel that they have that much remorse or they want to take responsibility, right? Emotions are running high. My advice for you, pile 1, I'm sorry to say, is I agree with the first card that came out, is to release your ex after seeing this reading and what's transpired. Planetary number 6, Venus. Manipulation, it seems. There was love here. There definitely was love here, but you are past that now. Release. Bring in the new. Bring in growth. That is what you need. Okay, thank you so much, pile 1. I hope that this reading helped you. Like everybody. Okay, this is for pile number 2, for the collective that has chosen pile number 2. Being represented again by this silver leafy kind of diamond ring. Okay, I'm going to put that over here. Just going to clear out the energy just once more. We're focusing on, does your ex regret losing you? Does your ex, for those of you who chose pile number 2, my collective for pile number 2, does their ex regret losing them? So I'm going to start with my dice to see what are, or which planets is pulling for this reading. For those of you who chose pile number 2 in my collective. Okay, so we have 2, 1, 6. So we have 9. 9 is represented by Mars. So strong, warlike, rough, perfectionist. So those are all a few qualities of Mars. Mars, Mars, Mars. Okay. Pile number 2. Current energies. One more, please. Oh, two more. All right, so first we have soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmates. We have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And we also have separation. So yes, the two of you are currently in separation. Time apart from your partners in the horizon. Well, in this situation, in this reading, you're already separated. I'm just going to leave that here. But then we also have calling in your soulmates. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So reflecting back to the energy of Mars, this could be a relationship that is worth fighting for. You know, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of fire. Calling in your soulmates. The two of you are currently in separation. Calling your person back. Okay, so far that's positive. I like that. All right, so let's see. What does pile number 2's person currently feel about them? Okay, there's confusion there. So what do they feel about them? What does pile number 2's person feel about them? Queen of Pentacles. So for those of you so far, I feel that your person is confused as to why this ended. Again, the two of you were able to work together very well. You had passion between the two of you. This is your soulmate. Now, when I say soulmate, it could mean somebody that you have a very strong, energetic connection to. They also view you as the Queen of Pentacles. For those of you who pick pile number 2, you could be an earth sign. So you could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But I feel that in this instance, with this popping out like this, they're feeling that you're somebody that they can have great stability with. They can work on things with. But let's look more at the confusion here that they're feeling surrounding this relationship. 7 of Swords. So communication has been off. Again, that's why they could also be in the 7 of Cups energy. I feel I'm hearing that words were twisted. It could be gossip, it could be opinions of others, that words were twisted and they got in the way. What else is causing pile 2's person to be in confusion? The Chariots. So your person is confused about whether or not they should move on. And I feel that you, pile number 2, for those of you in my collective, you're not being clear on your communication. You're not... Spirit is telling me, if you want to say something to this person, just say it. Because they're contemplating whether or not they should shoot forward. So your advice is calling in your soulmate. Call back this person to you. Show me more of their thoughts. 10 of Pentacles. Again, stability. Stability is very important to this person. When things that have to do with this person's foundation are questioned, they start to get insecure. What are their thoughts surrounding pile 2? What are their thoughts? What's on their mental? What's on their mental? What is their thoughts? Give me their thoughts. The Emperor. They want to be this Emperor for you. They're seeking stability. They want to be this energy for you. They want to build that foundation with you. What's the current energy? What is the space that pile 2 persons is in? What is their space? What's their vibe right now? So let's come out. We have the Devil, 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, Fool, Ace of Swords. So the Devil and the Fool coming out in regards to this question. They're in a struggle. Do they feed this? Do they feed the devil in them? Do they retreat back into their ego? Do they let that stand in the way? Or do they want to take a leap of faith and turn in to the man that you need, to the stability, to make a couple, a divine counterpart, a divine couple with your king and queens? So again, not that you necessarily have to be an earth sign, but I am feeling that what's really big for both of you is stability. I'm hearing a lot of wanting to build foundation. Foundation is a word that keeps being brought up. So their current vibe, indecisive, but they feel like they're running out of time and they want to make swift movements. I'm hearing that they're almost depending on you to call them back in. And it's not in a way of like they're trying to play games with you or, you know, trying to have the upper hands. They really are in need of that reassurance. Do they regret losing pile number 2? The 6 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the Lover's card. So with both of these cards, they're cross-armed, right? So yes, they regret it. I feel so. But I also am picking up a little bit of stubbornness from your person. They don't want to take the complete blame, right? They don't want to take it all on themselves. There are some parts that they feel that you have to take responsibility for too. They are missing you. They're longing for that passion. They're longing to have that love, that connection with you. So yes, for pile number 2, I do believe that your person definitely regrets losing you. And I'm hearing that for some of you, and not all of you, but for some of you, when your person has tried to be with other people, it's just not the same. They don't have that kind of connection physically, spiritually, or emotionally. Pile number 2. This pile number 2 have to say? What do they feel about their person? Need one more card, please. Just one more. Okay, well, I guess you wanted to give me a little bit more than that. Let's see what came out. Hanged Man, Empress, 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups. So for the pile number 2, for some of you, I'm hearing that you're real full of yourself. And that's not a bad thing, right? How do I say this? you want action from your person. You want them to give you this, but you're stuck in this Five of Cups. But what you're not realizing, right, is the two behind you. So for those of you who pick pile number 2, I understand that you feel that, why am I the one that has to call in my soulmate, right? But you have to come to the realization that this is somebody who's very strongly energetically connected to you. Some of you may have had a third party, but so far for this general collective reading for pile number 2, I'm not so much picking up on that. I'm really picking up on lies, but not with third party. It could have been with money or family. I'm hearing family a lot. Some advice for pile number 2. Everything is fine. Justice. For pile number 2, should they reach out to their person? Because yes, like I said, this person does have regrets. So should they reach out, calling in your soulmates? How should they go about this? What comes out? A High Priestess. So for some of you, you could be trying to infiltrate their dreams. You could be working with a spiritualist. You could be working with a witch. 8 of Wands. Yes, be swift with your actions, whether it's here in the physical or it's with magic, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's take a few of these moon cards and see what advice is there. Give me advice for those in my collective who picked pile number 2. Advice for those who picked pile number 2. Advice for those who picked pile number 2. Yeah, advice for those who picked pile number 2, please. It's time to take action. A new moon in Aries. So yes, it is time to take action. Reflecting back to our planetary placement that's surrounding this reading. Mars, war, strong, fighting. I'm hearing that you would have to fight for this relationship. 2 more cards, please, for my collective and pile number 2. 2 more cards, please. My collective and pile number 2. 2 more cards, please. My collective, pile number 2. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in this vision of yours. Have faith in pushing forward. One more. Oh, I guess there is 2 more. Conclusions are within reach, and work through your fears. So yes, if you feel like there's a cap, if you feel like there's some kind of hesitation on your communication with this person, then work through your fears. Work through your fears and talk to this person. I feel that a lot of you are going to be surprised once you delve a little bit deeper and you are able to communicate with them and to figure out what is the root of the problems of why they felt the need to be deceptive towards you, why they felt the need to have lies. And again, I'm not feeling it's really third party, but for group number 2, a win-win outcome is in the forecast. A time for healing. So yes, tap into your higher priestess. Tap into your dreams, into your meditations, into your spiritual work. Manifest calling in your soulmates, okay? So when these cards come out with the Magician and the calling in your soulmate, this to me, especially in this combo, is some of you are working with spiritualists to call back in your person. And in this particular situation, I do feel that it is worth it, right? But even for those of you who are not working with the spiritualists and are just doing this on your own, put time and energy into it. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in what you're seeing. It's funny, earlier I said infiltrating your dreams. So for those of you, pile number 2, my collective for pile number 2, yes, it is time to take action. Get out of this separation from your person. Just have one more. I'm feeling drawn to just shuffle one more time. Just one more card for pile number 2. 9 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Let your guard down and change the cycle. So yes, for those of you who chose pile number 2 in my collective, I do feel that your person regrets losing you. I do feel that you are both going to have to fight to make this relationship work. All right, thank you so much. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated for some of you and you were able to gain some type of clarity and accept their offering. Or actually, you could be the one reaching out, right? Doing the offering. Don't be too full of yourself, right? For those of you who chose pile number 3 in my collective, represented by the rose gold ring, we are checking to see, does your person regret losing you? I'm going to take a moment to clear my deck. Take this time to focus on your person. Reach out to them with your mind's eye. Connect to their energy. So first I'm going to start off with my dice to pull in the planetary placements for this reading. Okay, so we have 1, 6, and 5. So we have 6 and 6. 1, 2 is 3, which is represented by Jupiter, spiritual, counseling. So I'm picking up on be self-centered, lack or having too much of discipline. Spiritual counseling, I'm hearing counseling. For those of you who pick pile number 3, some of you could be in counseling right now, marriage counseling or some kind of therapy worth waiting for. Heart-to-heart conversations. The energy for the collective for pile number 3 and their person. Pile number 3 and their person. New love. Okay, so for some of you, I am definitely picking up on the separation that has occurred, has happened for maybe over 2 or 3 years, and you're trying to connect back with this person. You're trying different avenues, whether it's therapy or magic or I'm hearing you're letting family get involved, and it could be causing some problems. heart-to-heart conversations need to happen in order for you to renew your love with this person. Okay. Let's see. How does pile number 3's person view them? How does pile number 3's person view them? Strong. For those of you in this group, they're definitely feeling that you have a strong, swift, possibly sometimes stern personality. I'm picking up on air signs, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also the Ten of Swords. I feel like this person is in the Ten of Swords energy, coupled by the Four of Pentacles. So in this case, I'm actually feeling, for pile number 3, that you may have been the one that used harsh words with your person and now has put them in this Ten of Swords energy. Interesting. Harsh words were said. I'm hearing harsh words. The tongue is a weapon. What's pile 3's person feel about them? Pile 3 person feel about them. What's pile 3 person feel about them? Take 2 more, please. How do they feel about them right now? There we go. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Ace of Swords. So I'm getting a feeling here for those of you on pile number 3 that in a sense you are the person that's a little bit elevated. You have the upper hand, and you know you really hurt this person's feelings with the words that were said. Again, I'm really picking up on counseling with the heart-to-heart conversations. So your person is hurt. They're in a stage of not knowing where to spill their emotions. They're not knowing who to trust with their emotions. I am also feeling that for those of you in pile number 3, you have a very small community where everybody knows everybody, or there's a tight, how do I explain it? There's like a tight clique going on. It's the current vibe. What are they in? Oh, you already gave me 3. 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Swords. Confusion and bound. Confusion and bound. I'm hearing tongue-tied. Your person is tongue-tied. There's a lot going on with harsh words, and your person, I feel like they held back. They held back in a lot of things that they could have said to you or threw at you. How do they feel about being separated? They're not happy about that. The Empress in reverse. The relationship was taken. I feel that this person is remorseful. They're trying to leave this baggage behind, and they can't. They can't leave this baggage behind. And what's the decision here? Lean in to your emotions. They're right on the tip of doing that. Pile number 3. Your person could be a water sign. I'm picking up on water signs or possibly air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Show me more. Queen of Wands. So, for some of you, not all of you, there could be a third party involved. It could be somebody from their past. This could also be the new love that possibly they're referring to. There's a pull. There's a pull between passion and emotion. Trust. You've both distrusted each other. Four of Wands, Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. So if your person is moved on with somebody else, they are not completely moved on. I feel that they're still waiting for you. With this other person, they're not happy, they're stressed. It's like their spirit is just going along for the ride until they can connect with you again. See what this worth waiting for card is, right? Because that's worth waiting for. What's the worth waiting for card? That goes in pile 3. The Tower. Quick, swift change could happen. Could be very unexpected. Divine timing is at work in your love life, coupled with the Tower. So possibly when you least expect it, your person could come back to you. Your person could try to regain a new love with you. They could try to have these heart-to-heart conversations with you. Tell me more about the worth waiting for. What is this Tower for? What's the Tower for? Which card just flipped out? Wheel of Fortune. So what I'm hearing for some of you, especially the counseling is coming through very strong. It's worth waiting for. The breakthrough is on the horizon. You have a chance for change, changing this pattern, restarting your Wheel of Fortune with this person. Do they regret losing you? This pile number 3's person actually regrets losing the collective. This person in my collective. Regret losing you. So they regret losing you. See what fell out. King of Pentacles and Four of Swords, followed by the Death card and the Emperor. So when it comes to the thought of regret for losing you, I see some of them are still on their high horse. Some of them, for some of you, your person hasn't emotionally developed enough to understand that this was how do you say it, wasn't the best move for them in their life. For others of you who are in a newer relationship, with these two cards coming out, I feel that it was okay. You know, it didn't seem that it was that heavy that it needed to warrant to keep going back and forth with. But on the heavier side of that, for those of you who were in long-term relationships who are now separated, yes, your person regrets not being able to start over with you, not being able to be in this Emperor energy with you. Now, I'm actually feeling drawn just to take one more card from here. I love advice for both of them. Love advice. A message for both of them. So my collective is just pile 3. Flirts. Send your light-hearted energy to others. So what I'm hearing for some of you is you need to rekindle the passion with your person. I'm actually hearing role play as something that can be taken part in your relationship. Rekindle that energy. I mean, yes, there is the emotional, spiritual side of it, but I am hearing that for some of you, you need to go back to that first feeling of love, flirt with that person, get back into that sort of space with them again. Let's see if there's any messages coming from the moon for those in the collective that picked pile number 3. Some moon messages. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Capricorn, stability, family, earth sign. Again, back to the Jupiter. Counseling is coming through very strongly again for this reading. So for those of you that are in counseling or doing some type of therapy to either improve your relationship or improve yourself, your hard work is being noticed. It is being paid off. Okay, 2 more cards, please. It's time to take action. 1 more. Advice for my collective in pile number 3. Advice for my collective in pile number 3. 1 more card, please. Two more. Balance spirituality and practicality. Be bold, make the first move. So back to the flirt card. For those of you that identify with this, you know, sometimes your partner or your ex-partner, however you want to call them, your person, may be too shy. And it might have to be on you. Dig into that fiery passion that's in you. Be bold, make the first move. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Be open with your emotions, but know how to balance what's being thrown your way. Luck is on your side. Okay, and 1 more. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Balance. Find the balance. So for those of you who picked pile number 3, does your person regret losing you? Yes, I do feel that they have regret for losing you. Again, the counseling is coming through very, very strongly. So for those of you that are in counseling with your person, your hard work will pay off, okay? So keep at it. As long as you both have the commitment, as long as you both have the will, these things will work out in your favor, okay? Your hard work is paying off. A new cycle, death, a new transformation is on its way for you. For those of you who have just started a relationship with somebody that they weren't with for together that long, you know, Spirit is saying to just move on for that. But for those in the collective that have been in separation or were with this person for a long time, I mean, yeah, there is work to be done there. The Page of Swords. But don't take too long, and don't be mute about your exact feelings with your person, right? All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Again, my name is Zoltana. I'm with Conjure Collective. I am available for personal readings. I will link my website in the description box below. If you feel like this video resonated with you or helped you in any kind of way, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. All right, thank you again, my collective. I will see you in the next one.